Good evening. The news summary for this Tuesday, 25th October. Benedict Wago has been reappointed as the Director General of the Seychelles Intelligence Service. He was sworn in at State House this morning. This was in the presence of President Weaver Ramkalawan, high government officials, and his family. The reappointment of Mr. Wago follows recommendations by the Security Council and consultations with the National Assembly's Security and Defense Committee. The Intelligence Service, created 3 years ago, focuses on the security of the country, where it detects national threats by working with other agencies. Working in this position for the past 3 years, Mr. Wago says drugs remain the main threat to the country.
Despite the conventional threat like terrorism and other kind of things, drugs remain the foundation for any kind of threat that would emanate from it. And of course, drugs alone is helped by corruption. So the two things going hand in hand is a major threat to the country, the security of the country.
The Speaker of the National Assembly, Roger Mancienne, has made a plea to MNAs to respect the Constitution. He was referring to the absence of every single MNA of United Seychelles in the National Assembly last week as the President made his address. Mr. Mancienne noted that the Constitution was clear regarding the President's privilege to address the National Assembly at any time. He noted that the National Assembly members' Emolument Act makes provision for sanctions against members who show disrespect for the Assembly. As a result, the Speaker said MNAs who were absent, except for one who was on medical leave, will have to forfeit 1,000 rupees on their salary. The government has estimated 16 million rupees as cost for the renovation of the 9 elderly homes on Mae, Praslin, and Ladigue. This estimate follows an inventory undertaken by the Infrastructure Agency. The sum of 2.6 million rupees is planned in next year's budget for the repair of the retirement home on Ladigue. This is a request from President Weaver Ramkalawan during his visit to the island. The Minister of Youth, Sports and Family, Mariceline Diallo, made these statements responding to a question from MNAs in the National Assembly this morning. The drafting of the Seychelles Framework for Early Childhood Care and Education 2022, or ECCE, has entered its final stage. This was through a high-level working session held at the Savoy Hotel and Resort and Spa this morning, where partners discussed and reviewed the draft framework. The document will guide early childhood care and education for the next 7 years, from 2023 to 2030. It will replace the existing framework, which was adopted in 2011 and has been around for the past 11 years.
High-level session, because we want all the sectors to commit themselves at policy level in their contribution to ECCE. And one of the reasons we're having this session is that we have all the sectors directly involved with ECCE, getting acknowledgement, understanding, consensus, and commitment to ECCE and to their contributions to ECCE. But there were some difficulties with the implementation of the first framework, 2011, because all the sectors were not actually involved, and the collaboration was difficult. Although we did develop plans, we did develop and implemented national action plans, at the same time there was this disconnection, if you like, at various stages of the implementation.
About 15 Seychelles students have received their tickets and allowances to study in China. Some have already left the country. The Chinese government has set up a series of scholarship programs to sponsor international students, teachers, and scholars to study and conduct research in Chinese universities with the aim of promoting MOUs and cooperation in various fields. The Minister for Education, Dr. Justin Valentin, has expressed thanks to Ambassador Guo Wei for the dedication, commitment, and continued support of the Chinese government. That's the end of this news summary. Join me at 8 for the news bulletin in Creole. Until then, have a pleasant evening.